Step 2. Decide if now is a good time to leave. Once you've taken stock of your situation, it's important to know that leaving immediately may not be the best course of action. The key word here is immediately. For most ex-cult members, leaving is one of the best changes that they ever made. That said, timing can impact a number of aspects tied to your recovery. When and how you leave is important. Start by asking and answering some of the following questions. Do you have responsibilities to others that will be affected by exiting the group? Do you have access to essential resources inside of the group that will be denied upon exit? Are you able to support yourself and any dependents financially after exiting? Will leaving with your current mindset leave you vulnerable to other forms of coercion or to retribution by the group? Consider how relying on your own decisions rather than the group's teaching will be received by the group. From there, you can better determine whether your current situation allows for an effective exit. Even if you feel fully prepared, circumstances may change, and that's not your fault. The complexities of leaving a cult put many ex-members into two psychological states: physically in, mentally out, and fear of missing out. Physically in, mentally out is a description of when a group member has decided internally that they no longer adhere to the group's ideologies or belief system, but cannot physically change their circumstance. Due to any number of factors, they may be required to stay and go through the motions of the group despite internal disagreement. This is a common experience for the children of group members, commonly called second or multi-generational members. Fear of missing out is a description of an internal pining for a goal or perceived freedom that lies outside of involvement with the group. For instance, one may be barred from pursuing a certain career or relationship while involved in the group. Despite it being the subject of that person's attraction, this tension usually results in a feeling of anxiety that such opportunities may never arise again, resulting in missing out. These are difficult states to live in and sometimes provide fertile ground for conflict, irrational action, or complex pathologies. Do your best to recognize if either of them describes your situation, and try to acknowledge that these feelings and thought patterns are a result of your circumstances. You may also want to note them for future discussion with mental health professionals. It's also important to know that leaving a group is traumatic for many cult survivors. You do not and cannot know how your decision will play out, and only you can decide when and if to fully leave, unless you're kicked out. Once you have decided, it's time to think about how to approach an exit.